So many of you love the video of me talking and eating cereal. I figure I'm gonna make another video eating mac and cheese and chicken instead. Because this is how much your guys' negative comments don't really matter to me. Because if you can't bear somebody actually eating and doing something and talking in the first place, you have every right not to watch the video to begin with. And this is what I want to say. This is a lot different between what I do and what you do, is because I'm actually out here trying. I'm giving my attempt to do something. And within this video, I want to talk about trying, because I was talking with somebody about this a couple days ago over an email, and he said he was trying to do certain things, and I was like, kind of interesting. It's like, that got me thinking. It's like, sometimes I can try to say go on a walk, or I can go on a walk, or I can try to make a video and make everybody happy, or I can just make myself happy and let the rest fall into place, or I could try to meditate, or I could meditate, or I could go to the gym, or I could try to go to the gym. Like, do you see how there's a difference between both of those? And if you notice this as well, so like the definition of try is making an attempt or an effort to do something, and then attempt is defined as making an effort to achieve or complete something, and then effort is a determined attempt. So it's like, I believe we first have to try before we know if we can do something or not. At a certain point, something has to change from I am trying to do this to I do this, or even I am doing this. It's a subtle, small little change, but it's something that I would highly recommend you testing out this year, this day, on whatever time that you're looking at it. Because if we think about it, we can't really do two things at once. Like, we can only ever do something, or we can try to do something. Like, I can try to lift 400 pounds at the gym or something like that. Or I can train to be able to get to that place to where I can lift 400 pounds at the gym. How do I do that? I do it through like progressive overload, hypertrophy, like showing up every single day, adding on a little bit of extra weight, having somebody else there to like inspire me or push me a little bit further, which that's always helped me out quite a bit. I'm also wondering too, is this better because I'm not having this all crunchy, but I'm still talking like with my mouth full? Does it really matter? I don't know. You guys can let me know down in the comments down below as well. But just like what I will do, I will make a video every single day. I will talk about what I need to talk about every single day. I will share the stories and the ideas that are on the top of my mind to hopefully help you live a better life than you're living right now. Because everybody has an option. Everybody has a choice with what they do. Nobody has to listen to anything that they don't want to listen to. And yet, for some odd reason, a lot of people, at least from ones that I've talked with, from comments that I've read, they listen to things that they don't need to listen to, and yet they are. And it's like, why? Why are you so concerned about me? Why don't you start concerning yourself about yourself? Don't get me wrong, I've been in those places where I've put too much emphasis and thought and ideas into what other people were thinking, but it's just like, that doesn't really get me anywhere. Like, I can't change them. The only person that I can ever truly change is myself. So whenever somebody comes at me with something that feels a little odd, or I feel attacked or like accused of something, I'm like, okay, this is something that I need to step back, take a look at myself, and figure out like, why is this bugging me so much? Because this person, they don't know me. They don't know the mountains that I've climbed. They don't know the times that I've ridden. They don't know the amount of struggles or effort that I put in to be able to be in this place in the first place. All they see is a small little slice of an individual, like maybe a 5 to 10 minute video or something like that, and then they project onto myself what they themselves are thinking about themselves, which I just find that very interesting, because it's like, if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it, and yet you are. So like, where does that come from? Like, is your life, and I'm not trying to attack anybody here, just to be clear, but I just want to make this as a statement, because if this does offend you, there's probably a reason for this. Does your life really feel that bad that you have to try and bring somebody else down instead of rising up with them? Like, to me, that's just never made sense. So I was having a conversation with a guy, a friend of mine at the gym the other day as well. What we were doing was we were talking to one another about like how, yeah, most people, because he's had a couple of like viral videos on TikTok, and I was like, dude, how do you deal with the comment section? He's like, well, a lot of people would rather bring other people down because they're so insecure, they have low self-esteem, they have low confidence. They'd rather bring somebody down to their level instead of being inspired by that other person and rise up to their level, so that then they can like work together and be a little bit better than one another. But for some odd reason, maybe it's just my life, people always like to project their own insecurities onto myself. And I'm like, okay, if it bugs me, it bugs me. Let's let me look at it. But for you, that's probably not the case. Not for everybody that watches my videos, obviously. I'm not directing this towards everybody, I'm just directing this towards certain people that need to hear this type of thing. But it's like, why? Why do you project onto me your own self-doubt, your own insecurities, your own fears? I'm curious. Like, are you trying to make me feel bad? Because that's not gonna work. Like, I've done more than most people would do. I've worked through a lot more than a lot of people would do. I've faced a lot more than I thought I needed to face. I've also realized that I can be happy with or without people. Like, most people need to have somebody else, they need to have somebody else in their life to be able to be happy, and that's okay. But like, that's never been me. I've always been somebody that I'm like, I'm good chilling. Like, I'm happy doing the things that I do. I can change it. I constantly am changing it because I'm always evolving, learning something new, or just acquiring new information. So I guess I'm just like, why do people try to bring others down? Why not instead try to raise yourself up? Why not try to actually be a better person, be nicer, be kinder, be more compassionate, be more loving? But then there's also the other side of the coin, where it's just like, clearly I'm doing something right because people are throwing shade in the comments. So you guys do give me content, so I appreciate that. It really helps me out actually quite a bit. So like, you guys can keep leaving the comments. I find it fun. Because I know, deep down, it's nothing that I'm doing. It's like when I was doing sales as well too. Like, I would always do my very best. I'd always try. I'd always do my best compared to trying to do my best. Like, I would do my best. If I ever had somebody on the phone, to put them at ease, listen to them, if they need to complain, whatever it was, and I'd be like, yeah, no, I completely understand. Like, I understand where the frustration's coming from. I wouldn't want to have to do this either if I was in your shoes, and yet I also would, because I see like XYZ benefit to it, and this is how it can help me, and I'll just have these different conversations. But I realized that whenever somebody else would flip out on me, it was never a me problem. Like, I was just the person that was there at the time when they needed somebody else to like freak out on or whatever it may be. So I'm like, that's fine if you need to do that. Like, even a couple months ago, I was riding my bike around the lake with a couple of girls that I met on one of my rides. And one of the person was in the road, and this lady ended up driving by us, like rolled her window down. She's like, get out of the fucking road. And I'm just like, wow, sorry. Like, was your husband or family or something like that, did they upset you? Like, why did you have to do something like that? Like, that was really strange. And I even had to tell the people that I was riding with, I was like, don't take that personal. Like, that was nothing against you. That was just something that they had going on within themselves. Which happens a lot of the times. Because all people can ever go off of is their own interpretations. So that's why I'm asking, like, do you try to rise yourself up? Or do you actually raise yourself up? Or do you try to bring other people down? Because whenever you try to bring somebody else down, you're just bringing yourself down as well too. So, yeah, maybe I'll start doing more videos of me eating, because apparently you guys love it when I eat and talk on camera. So I could just keep doing more and more of this. Maybe next time I'll do some more crunchy food. But if you want to see more videos of me doing what I want to do and talking about the things that I want to talk about, then you can click that subscribe button, completely free. I also sell stuff, link down in the description, and see you in tomorrow's video.